Well, as we've mentioned a couple of times, you may have heard that there's a lunar eclipse coming up overnight tonight. A cool event, but the thing is, it's not really going to be tonight. It's more tomorrow morning. If you're headed out early in the morning, or if you're still up really late like I usually am, you'll start to see around the 2 a.m. to 2:30 time frame, around 2:44. That's when we'll start to see the outer shadow of the Earth darken the surface of the moon. This isn't going to be the blood moon just yet. Just the first couple hours here, we'll just start to see a darkening of the moon. At 3:50, that's when the partial eclipse begins. We'll see the total lunar eclipse beginning around 5:04. This is why we're talking about it's got to be real early. So if you are an early riser, head out, look west, southwest to west around that direction. You'll definitely see a red moon by around 5 a.m. The maximum eclipse comes right around 5:30. So you've got a good hour, if not a little more, to see this lunar eclipse. It ends technically at 6:02. But moonset comes just about a half hour after that, around 6:23 in the morning. So it is going to be right there on the horizon. And we've been talking about the chance for some clouds as well. That's the unfortunate side of things. As we look here overnight tonight, we do have some clouds in the gray, the blue, the clear sky. We've got some clouds around 2:30 right before this kicks off. But as we go through the overnight, past 3:30, around 3:45, that's when we start to see the partial eclipse begin. We still have some areas across our eastern viewing area in good clear skies, but some clouds out there across Arkansas. The thing is, that's to the west, so we might still have some clouds right around maximum eclipse out to our west. It's going to be patchy though, so you may still be able to sneak through and catch a view of the blood moon. Unfortunately, this is going to be the last one for a while. The next partial eclipse is just that outer shadow. We don't get any red or any whole darkening of a cut of the moon out, but that's going to be coming up February 20th of next year. We're just about a year away from that. The next total lunar eclipse we will see here in North America is going to be in June of 2029. So it is going to be a long time, Trevor, before we get to see another one of these again. I've got my fingers crossed. I'm hoping that we can see that lunar eclipse overnight tonight.
Yeah, Kit, we've been talking a lot about that data and how much cloud cover we might see. I think we'll see some clouds, but hopefully some breaks about 5:30 in the morning. Could get just enough of a view. Now, you mentioned the blood red moon. I do think it's interesting. You know, you kind of get the bite taken out of the moon and then it turns red. Talk a little bit about what the red has to do with it and why exactly that happens.
Yeah, so the red that colors the moon is actually all of the red from the sunsets, or in our case, the sunrise. The sunrise just to our east across the east coast, right around the time we're at maximum eclipse. And all of that red light that's getting bent through the Earth's atmosphere is what is being now cast on the lunar surface. So that's why it turns red. The other way, if we have a solar eclipse, it just blocks out all of the light versus the Earth bends still a little bit of that red light around.
Wouldn't say it's as cool as a solar eclipse as someone who's seen that, but it is certainly pretty cool to see out there.